Have you ever felt that I am speaking, but I feel that people are losing interest while listening? I'm not able to hold their attention even for 10 to 15 minutes. But when few speakers or few leaders speak, even if they speak for an hour, still it is interesting and people want to listen more. What is wrong and how can I fix it? If you are someone who is thinking in these lines, then today's Coffee and Communication with Yogeshwari is for you because we are going to decode how a leader speaks and how can you sound like a leader. It is just a simple fact of rhythm and pace. What is rhythm and pace? Let's just say right now, I'm speaking to you. Imagine if I speak to you like this. Hello, everyone. Good morning. Um, uh, today is a Saturday, and I am so happy to be with you here. I am so happy to do one yet another coffee and communication. I hope you are all happy. Please take your notes and take your pen and sit in front of the computer so that you can write. Imagine how will it be if I speak like this? Now, what is this called? This is called as monotone or singing while speaking. There are few natural patterns that we have when we speak. It sounds like singing. It sounds like we are singing lullaby so that the other person immediately dozes off, immediately sleeps off. This is happening majorly because of three reasons. Number one is the neural pattern. When we speak, our listener is getting tuned to our voice and the rhythm and the pattern that we speak. If we don't break that pattern, we sound like a flat tone. Now, what happens when when we listen to something? Immediately the brain dozes off, right? And that's why the interest turns, the attention turns, and nobody is listening when few people are speaking, or we are not able to listen when someone is speaking like this. Number two is we can hold the attention, our brain can hold the attention only for 7 to 10 seconds. So after every 7 to 10 seconds we have to break the pattern while using the rhythm, pacing, and stress. Now, when I say sound like a leader, sounds consist of your tone, rhythm, your pacing, the way you pace, and where do you stress. You need to stress if things are important. You need to pause after sharing something important. Now, these are all the constructions of rhythms, constructions of how to sound like a leader. Now, in this episode, we'll decode every single thing one at a time. So take your note, write it down, and I want you to practice today after this session. Let me take a sip of my hot water. Have you brought your coffee or whatever you prefer? All right. Now, first thing that we need to understand is when we speak, what is the focus? Are we so much focused into what am I going to say next? Or are we focused in creating the impact? When you want to create the impact, and that's when your natural body says this is something important, slow down a little bit. All of us, this can be controversial or counterintuitive. All of us, we are natural speakers. I want you to think a situation where you were comfortable with a friend, comfortable with your family members, comfortable with a kid, and when you were sharing something which is true, which happened, you were telling a story. How were you sharing? Were you sharing in a monotone? Were you saying that let me read something. I'll take a book and I'll read something. Uh, like business finance, income, personal finance, work. Like we need to have a bodyguard, health insurance, life insurance, accident insurance, assets insurance, and the emergency fund. So the task to do from today. Do we do that? No, right? What do? We share with emotions. When things are little suspense, we come close and we create that suspense with lowering our voice, using husky tone, and stressing with pauses. But when we speak on the stage, when it comes to a professional setup, why can't we do that? Why is it so difficult for us? Majorly because we are forgetting that we are sharing something. We are forgetting that we are connecting with people, and we are focusing more on, oh, I'm going to speak in front of people. What will they think? What is going to be the repercussion? Will they accept me? Will they reject me? Will they like it? Will they dislike it? Constantly, we are thinking about what will they think. And that is why it is so evident in our tone, in our pace, in our rhythm, and we get nervous. Step one is stop thinking what will others think, because when you stand and speak in front of people, right now I'm speaking to you and you are listening to me, and I can guarantee you can ask yourself, you can reflect that I am making you think what I want you to think. Even if you are trying to judge me, still I can capture your attention. Still, I can make you listen to me because I am making you think what I want you to think. That is the power of standing in front of people and speaking. Automatically, their brain says that, okay, this person is going to share something, and it is your responsibility to listen, which means you are the king at that time. Whatever you do, whatever you say, people will listen to you. Whether they accept or reject, that's secondary, but at least they'll listen to you. At least they'll consider that. And that is our opportunity to make the most of it. When we speak in the flat tone, we instantly send the signal that we are not confident. We instantly send the signal that we don't have conviction. We instantly send the signal that don't listen to me because I'm not sure about this. Right? When you are not sure about this, you cannot make others feel it. You cannot make others do what you want them to do. You cannot make others listen to you. And that's why the first thing is your conviction. Now, how to get the conviction? Instead of focusing on them, I want you to focus on you. What do you want to say? Structure that. If you want to know how to structure it, go back to the previous episodes where I spoke about how to start, how to structure, and how to end a speech. So, structure it. Number two, I want you to understand the emotions along with the words that you are sharing. What are you going to talk? Are you going to share some information? Are you going to share something that you want them to take action? Are you going to share your story? Are you going to tell them not to do that mistake? Are you going to tell them how to do a good job? Are you going to tell them what made you achieve this, achieve the performance that you have achieved? For any of these things, there are emotions attached to it. Either it's an inspiration, or it's a motivation, or it's an information, or it is a transformation. Is it an inspiration or a motivation or information or transformation? Now, what happens if it is an inspiration, you just say that, hey, I had these projects, and this is the step that I used. I got this result. Okay, now this is the information. How can you inspire people? Start with bottom line upfront. We call this as a bluff method. We say the result first. I got this result because I was able to achieve this project because, and then give them the step. Now, what's happening when you bring the bottom line, when you bring the result up? The bluff method, it sets the context. It tells people what to listen for. Obviously, when they want the result, they want to work like you, they want to achieve like you, they want to grow like you, they want to be confident like you, they want to be give a power packed speech like you. So tell them what to expect and then how to do it. Bottom line upfront, which is inspiration, motivation. Start with what are they suffering. So today, when you listen or go back and watch this live, I started with what are your challenges? Your challenges is a lot of people, they speak, they sound like a leader. When I speak, I fall flat. So I started with your challenge. So start with their challenge. What is their biggest challenge that they are facing? And then start there. When you start there, the brain will instantly connect and they'll be like, oh yes, even I was going through this. Let me listen to the person so that I can understand what I need to do in order to overcome this. That's motivation. Information. Information is plain information. This happened, and this is what I did. Plateau. That's information. Now, coming to the final thing and sharing the tactics and techniques. If you want to share some techniques and tactics, use information, flat tone. Still, it'll be very boring. You have to add a little bit of stories in order to make it interesting. I'll come to that in some other episode. Finally, transformation. When you want to make your audience listen to you and make them feel that you are the leader, make them show them that you can do things, you can achieve things, make them take action and get the result, and that's transformation. And for that you need to blend in the first two, and then finally use your voice to elevate it. Use your pacing to elevate it. Use your stress to elevate it, something that I'm doing right now. I started with your challenge. And if you see the topic is about the end result. So I'm using both the techniques together so that I can get your attention. The title says, Sound like a leader. Or are you sounding like a leader? Now that's the end result that you want to achieve. I started my session, opened my session with, are you speaking in a flat tone where people feel disinterested? And are you wondering how come some speakers are capturing the room, capturing the attention, and really doing well in that? This got your attention, and right now you're listening to me. Now I'm giving you the steps. Step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, once you have captured the attention, when you're sharing the step, use your tonality. For example, I could have easily said, you want to speak like a leader? Step 1, do this. Step 2, do this. Step 3, do this. Step 4, do this. You will be able to do it. But I am using the stress to emphasize the importance of speaking like a leader, to emphasize the importance of sounding in a rhythmic pace. Now, when I say rhythm, the first thing is, what is the pacing that you're giving for each word? What is the pacing that you are using in between each word? Now you see, I'm using same pacing. What is the pacing you are using in between each word? Now let's do it a little advanced. Let me stress where important keywords are there. What is the pacing that you are using in between your words? What is the pacing that you're using in between your words? Now, you see what's happening? What is a separate word? Is the pacing, it's a cluster. You are using, it's another cluster. In between your words, another cluster. I'm grouping the words, I'm giving pace, I'm giving pauses in between. and then I'm using my tonality to elevate it. What? That's a high tone. Is the pacing. I'm rushing it. Is the pacing. Is the I'm rushing it and pacing. I'm stressing over there. Are you using? Are you? I'm clubbing that or blending that. Using. I'm stressing it over there. Okay, in between your words. Now in and between, I've clubbed it, I've blended in between your words. I'm stressing over there. So here, what are the keywords? What? Pacing, using, words. These are the keywords. Now how can you practice this? You can practice this by consciously clubbing or blending the words. Now, when you speak, there are two different types of words. One is either an adjective or a verb or a noun. These are actually the keywords. The other words are functional words. It helps you to make sense as a grammar, right? Now, all the functional words, in, is, it, the, are, all these are functional words. Of, all these words can be blended to sound like one word. And stress the adjective, stress the word. For example, when I say adjective describing someone, you are looking beautiful. You are looking beautiful. Now, when I say beautiful, I am stressing that. Now, let me stress the verb over there. You are looking beautiful. You are looking beautiful. Now let me stress the pronoun over there, you, okay? You are looking beautiful. You are looking beautiful. Are looking. That I clubbed it or blended it. So this comes with practice. The more you speak, the more you consciously blend all the non-functional words, is all the grammatical words, is that there, and what are the other words? Of, are, that. The more you blend them and the more you stress on the keywords, the better you get. Now let's move on to the tonality. When it comes to tonality, you need to understand that first, I want you to record. Even before you learn about tonality, take your phone and speak on a topic called your favorite chocolate. Okay? Speak for a minute. After speaking, stop the video, increase the volume, flip your phone, keep it down, and listen to yourself. Listen to yourself, and I want you to observe and take note. What is your tonal pattern? Are you speaking flat? Are you always speaking energetic? Are you always speaking extremely with low energy? How are you speaking? What's your natural pattern? After that, I want you to practice an exercise where the same topic, your favorite chocolate, I want you to feel it. The first time you ate, with whom did you eat? How did you feel? Feel the emotion. Did you get it after a long wait? The person who gave you, was that person special? I want you to feel the joy of eating, the ecstasy of eating. Every bite, every swallow, every single senses. And then I want you to share it the way you felt it, the tonality. Share it the way you felt it. For example, the first time I wanted to eat a dark chocolate. And I was extremely crazy, and I went for 90% dark chocolate, where the sugar is just 5%, and 90% it is dark, which means extreme bitterness. I thought chocolate is good for health, but sugar is not good for health, so I picked one. I opened it. I had my first bite. Ah, this is bitter. How am I going to finish this? every single taste bud is begging me not to eat it. But this chocolate is 200 rupees. And I cannot throw 200 rupees just like that. I kept it in the fridge. I tried tasting the that one bite that is still in my mouth. I held myself. I closed my eyes. After the first that bite went in, my taste buds started getting adapted to it. When I took the second bite, I felt it's not that bad. My taste bud was so used to extreme amount of sugar, and that's why I'm not able to feel the taste of this chocolate. Let me taste one more time and let me try it. And this time when I had that taste, I felt the taste of the chocolate, not the taste of the sugar. It was not that bad. It was not that worse. And I started loving dark chocolate. By the time I finished that entire packet, I I kept it for a week and then I ate one bite throughout the week. I stopped having normal chocolates. I was able to feel how much sugar every single bite if you of a chocolate has. And I couldn't take it anymore. My taste buds got adapted and I was able to feel the sugar. And I was so shocked that all this while my taste buds were numb to the extreme amount of sugar that is there in the chocolate. Telling myself that it's normal. Chocolates are tasty, chocolates are sweet, and it's normal. I was telling myself that until I had that one bitter experience. You see the roller coaster emotions that was going on? I was sharing the bitterness. You saw that emotion, pace, tonality, and the volume. And then I helped you understand the slow ease into the taste buds. And then my realization that I was thinking extra sugar is normal. You see that high and the lows, and this high and the lows keeps your audience hooked to you. They listen to you and they'll remember. I'm sure you will remember this speech about a chocolate for a long time. Next time when you go and get a chocolate, I can guarantee you at least 50% when you pick a chocolate, you will be able to feel that it's full of sugar and you would look for the dark chocolate because of the conviction, because I felt it, I experienced it, and just I transferred the emotion to you. This is how great speakers speak. So if you want to practice, the first thing is take your phone, record for a minute. What's your favorite chocolate? Flip the phone and note down what's your tone. Where are you stressing? What's your pace? Are you speaking flat? Are you singing? Are you using the highs and lows? Are you pausing anywhere? Or are you speaking so fast that you're not able to take breaths? Now, in this entire speech, I've almost spoken for 20 minutes, and if you see, I've taken a lot of pauses. Are you pausing, or are you just speaking so that you want to finish and you want to run off? Well, after noting all of these things, I want you to watch this recording one more time, watch this live one more time, and I want you to implement the tonality, pausing, rhythm, pacing, stress, and then try one more time. I know it's not about me guaranteeing it. I've done it with multiple clients that I know that at least 70 to 80% of the way you speak, your tonal variation, the stress and the pause will get improved. Try this out and let me know in the comments what is your transformation about and how are you improving yourself or gearing up as a leader. If you want to learn this firsthand, where I can give you feedback, I can help you, I can listen to you, I can help you work on your communication, work on your pacing, pausing, rhythm, and the way you speak, sound like a leader, then join the cohort. I'll leave the link in the caption. If you feel like I want to try this first, so go ahead, implement this, and then come and let me know how did it work. Until I meet you tomorrow, sharp at 8. This is Yogeshwari, Coffee and Communication, where we decode one concept at a time and we grow as a leader that we always are. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.